Hi everyone and welcome back to the Wow Embossing YouTube channel. It is Erica here today with a Sparkalicious card. For the month of February, the challenge is to use embossing glitters or Glintz, and that is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. So what I started out doing is I picked out some lovely glitters in Cupcake Heaven, Tangerine Dream, Picnic Basket, Lime Rickey, Calypso, Something Borrowed, and I did also pick out a Sugared Almond because I wasn't sure exactly which six I was going to use on this, but I didn't end up using the Sugared Almond in the end. The other equipment, stuff, goodies, I have ended up using. I have also grabbed some stuff from Concord and 9th. I've got the Rainbow Wishes die and the Cuddles and Hugs stamp and die cut combo. So I started out with using my anti-static tool on a piece of black cardstock, and then I stamped up the heart, which has got all sorts of like little scribble lovely sentiments on it. And of course I've used the embossing pad here because I wasn't sure exactly how long it was going to take me to do this, so I needed the slow drying one. And this is the first time I've used a violet pearl embossing powder. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect because, you know, it's white. So you're like, well, I mean, what's exactly is the violet stuff, you know? But just you wait. This stuff is pure magic. And then this is my little trick for just getting all the embossing powders back into the jars, because I just use a plain sheet, then fold it up like a funnel, and then tap, and then you tap a little bit more just to make sure you get all the powders off and back into your jar. And now, just watch this. So it's white, right? But when it's hot, it goes purple or violet, you know. And I mean, okay, so if you know me, you know, it doesn't take a lot to like really excite me with craft stuff. You know, I have a fairly low tolerance level for excitement, but this is so fun. So now, of course, I can't wait to use all the other colors, you know, because there's like a whole range of them. Exciting! And just look how beautiful it is heat embossing all those fine details. There's no smudge or scribbles or anything here, is it? Big kudos to Wow Embossing for making such amazing powders. I mean, just look at that magic. Look at it. Look. Okay, I know you're looking, but you know what I mean, right? I'm not the only one who's excited about this, am I? Ooh. Well, you know, I had a good old party doing this over the weekend. Huh? Anyone else? And we're just going to do this final little bit, and then we're going to hop into the rest of all the glittering goodness. But yeah, I mean, look at that. It was white, and then it turns purple. How cool is that? Yeah, I'm going to say super cool. Okay, so with the Rainbow Wishes die from Concord and 9th, what I've done is I used it twice and cut out 2 sets, and these I've layered up to just make them a little bit sturdier. And I've used some liquid glue from Lawn Fawn just to, you know, stick them together, because liquid is always, I find it is just a little bit more forgiving. And then I had a brilliant idea of using some press and seal to keep all my pieces in place so that when I'm doing the embossing pad, they will not just be going all over the place. And then one by one, I added more embossing pad because I wanted them really glittery. And then I've done all the colors one by one. And then I'm just going to use my heat tool, and you can see my face there as well. Sorry. And here they are, all nice and shiny and sparkly. Gotta love some sparkle, right? And when I used the heat tool on the glittery bits, I used it on the lower speed setting to make sure that the powders didn't just blow off all over the place. So with the clouds, I've done the same thing. I've cut out 2, laid them up, And then I have used the embossing pad all over again and white puff powder to make some really nice fluffy clouds. This stuff is also pretty magic. I mean, in fairness, all the powders are, but you know what I mean. And that little cork mat comes in super handy when you're doing stuff where you can't like hold it. You know, if you just heat embossing a little piece on your, on like a piece of scrap cardstock or on your background panel, you know, you can hold it, but when you're doing a whole piece like this, you gotta have some kind of like anchoring mechanism, and you don't want to burn your fingers. So this is just a super cheap but very handy way of keeping your fingers safe and getting your project completely covered. And isn't this stuff so fun? I mean, come on, where did I think of it? Okay, so with my rainbow done and my cloud done and my backgrounds done, although we're gonna have a little close up on those, look at that. And you feel super nice too, it's like really textured, great stuff. To finish off this card, I decided to stamp up the sentiment from the Cuddles and Hugs set. So this is the big hugs, and I stamped it twice with black ink. And then I cut it out, but I didn't do a very good job on the first one. So I started puzzling all my pieces, and I thought, well, maybe I'll get away with it, because, you know, it's kind of offset a little bit, and I thought, it could be kind of cool. So I started puzzling with all my pieces and adding my rainbow and my clouds, as you do. And then as I put that on, I thought, you know what? No. So I cut out a new one, and out with the old and in with the new. That's not always a good thing though, but in this case, for sure. I mean, that just makes such a difference. And as all the pieces were in the place where I wanted them, I used a tiny little piece of press and seal to just press down and hold all my pieces in place. And then you flop the whole thing over, and then you just add your choice of, I was going to say poison, but I mean your choice of adhesive. And I have used, again, the liquid glue tube from Lawn Fawn, and I've gone to town quite a lot here just to make sure everything sticks down. And then when you're ready, you just press the whole thing down onto your card panel and remove the press and seal, and ta-da! Isn't that a nice, neat little trick? And you can reuse the pieces from the press and seal as well. So if you just put them in a safe place, you can just keep reusing them until the tacky stuff is gone. And then as a final little flair, I cut off the excess pieces off the sides and added the card background panel to a card base. And with that, my card was done. Yeah, there was a little bit, the puffy pieces were a little bit difficult to chop straight, but oh well, there you are. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video and all my jibber jabbering as always. I'm afraid that there's just no getting away from that. But look at all those details just up close. Isn't that fantastic? And this is just from powder and a heat tool. How cool is that? Which I know I've already used the word cool, but there you go. So thank you so much for stopping by today. Don't forget to check out the rest of the tutorials on both the blog and on the YouTube channel. And until the next time, that is it for me. Thank you so much again for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.